This content is for kids.
It's not for kids.
Isn't that what I said?
No, it's not for kids. If you are 13 years or younger, this is not for you. Do I have to kill somebody in order to actually make that point across?
No, man, you don't have to kill no one.
Wait a second.
Oh, no.
We return to our planet. The High Court may well sentence you to torture.
He likes movies. We like movies. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. I'd buy that for $1.
Greetings, you're watching SeptumSin versus the world. I'm SeptumSin, and we're gonna do a bonus one. Merry Christmas to you all! And on this lovely Christmas day, I am giving you something fun to watch as you play with your toys, watch your videos, do whatever you're doing. Or nothing at all if you're not in the Christian religion. Or maybe go to a movie, Chinese, the whole thing. But hey, there's Christmassy stuff out there to take care of. And I'm doing a bonus one, mainly because I forgot about this. I had agreed to do this when I got these films. I bought them from an individual. He gave me somewhat of a discount, which is because I wanted all of them. He said, what films do you want to buy? I'm like, all of them? He was like, well, I'll give you a bit of a discount. So I went ahead and I said I was going to review this, and I had forgotten about it. But I saw it, and I was like, oh, I've got to do a review for this. So we're talking about the Ryan Cavallin film, Down the Chimney with a Shotgun. This is a nice little anthology done by Legend Hunter Films, and I love going down this rabbit hole again. Usually I see Legend Hunter films and I actually say quality. You know, it is a breath of fresh air. We went through like 3 weeks of total garbage, and now on the last week we get to actually have some fun, because micro-budget Christmas films are not all bad. And if you have been watching, you will see my top 10, which should be referenced as we go to the end of this, of top 10 micro-budget just top 10 micro-budget Christmas films, just to show that point off, that there are good ones out there. They're not all these Silent Night, Bloody Night, horrible things that I had to deal with in the beginning of this month. Hey, yo, Blanche. And my kitty Blanche, she's a little Christmas kitty, wants to get on film. So let's just talk about this stuff. So, first off, we're already on top, right? We have trailers, we have a menu, nothing else. But that's okay, because I am spoiled for that, considering what I've already been through this past month when it comes to this sort of thing. And so let's just go ahead with the plot. There's a large amount. I mean, we got ourselves an anthology, so I'm going to be brief. Very brief about this stuff. And for those of you who want to know, it's eat, sleep, breathe movies, not just eat. Though this time of the holidays it can be. So let's just talk about this. There's a wraparound. All of them have a good wraparound. And this is a Christmas anthology based on folklore. I mean, Cavallin loves folklore, especially of his area in Pennsylvania. And it's understandable. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff. I mean, we don't have as good a folklore in Virginia. I mean, we got a guy in a bunny suit killing people under a bridge. Yeah. So, the wraparound is this deranged patient escapes from a hospital. He's dressing as Santa, and he's telling his victim these tales as she is held captive. And I kind of like this. I like the ending. The ending is a surprise. And it does call back to some stuff that they did in the movie, and I think that they did a great job with it. Now, let's just talk about some of these things. First, the legend of Hans Trapp, who is this kind of demon thing that every Halloween night he possesses this scarecrow and waits for unsuspecting people to come by, and then he murders them. Well, a douchebag is killed, and the killer, while trying to dispose of the remains, gets attacked. Now, this is actually a pretty fun thing. I enjoyed it. It had I'd forgotten about it until the end. Forgot about the scarecrow until the end part. So it kind of had there. And then we have Christmas Hell, which is my favorite of these pieces. So we have kind of a continuation where this guy who has died is in this Christmas hell where he has to spend all of eternity dying over and over again with a lot of these disturbing noises, the ringing. And I love it when you have different takes of hell, because a lot of people look at hell and it's just fire and brimstone, easy enough. But it's not just that, and you can make hell very complex. The imagery, everything is really great there. Now, then we go to Santa's little scalper, which, by the setup, because each of these has these kind of animated setups about these legends, and you think that it's going to be about this creepy doll killing people, because it's about this guy's talking to this very creepy looking doll. But it really twists it around, and you have to wonder whether a lot of this, or even the talking, is actually coming from inside the person's head. I like this. I like the plays on this, and I love the little twist at the end. I thought it was fantastic. So then there's an animated short about Krampus, but nothing to follow it up. Not even a setup in the wraparound. Now, I was going to point this out as when I was taking my notes, but no. This has its place. It does a good job with its place. And after seeing the whole film, I finally get it, and I understand why it's here. And it's nice to have it there. So next is Fro Pouchta, the terrifying Christmas witch. So it's about this Christmas witch who punishes the bad and rewards the good. Guy goes to a bed and breakfast, and all is not as it seems. The woman's very obsessed with cookies, and very obsessed. I'm not sure I want to eat those cookies. Now, at the same time, you get a wonderful little cookie recipe that does work well. I have tried a similar recipe in the past, and I agree, lard works well, just not the kind that she's talking about. And so you get a little bit of a cookie recipe to boot. And then they last have La Père Fouettard. So, the butcher's list. Now, they have the Père Fouettard as this kind of butcher who chops up bodies and so on. And it's kind of like a person who's captured working to escape, that sort of thing. Père Fouettard is, this guy, at least the original French one, is kind of this guy kind of travels around, looks like Santa, carries a bunch of switches, and if they're bad children, he beats you with the switches. But, chopping up body parts, I'm sure that that's probably kind of how the legends have changed. Going to different places. So let's talk acting. Usually acting in these is better than the average, and I would say that this is about the average, maybe a little bit better. There are a few halting dialogue moments. There was one particular area where I was less pleased with the acting, but I only say this because I hold them up to a higher standard than I usually do the micro-budget films. Still, I would say that as far as micro-budget films are concerned, the acting here is way above all the rest. Just not the rest of his films. So production design, again, I've talked about this before. I love the setup, especially the Christmas Hell. I like the use of stuff. Creativity is the hallmark. That's why I like micro-budget films. I love the creativity. I love the imagination that goes forth into it. And you can see that here. There is a cheapness to it, but you have to kind of look carefully to see it. And I do love that. So, again, music, I sort of will say this nicely, as in it works. That's my nice comment. My not so nice comment is, well, this is below par for the production company. Usually the music by this group is very high level. The music here is not bad. I'm not saying that at all. It works. It doesn't sound cheap. It's effective. But when the music almost consistently hits that, like, I almost want to buy the soundtrack feel, not quite there, but very close. You know, when it comes to this works, well done, it's like, man. So really and truly, I'm not insulting the music at all. It's more of a, man, I know that I've heard a lot better, and I was hoping for maybe a really spooky Christmas song or something like that, but still very good, very well done. After watching all these low-budget movies over this month, this is by far the best of the bunch that I have seen. Legend Hunter Films never stops to impress me with quality writing and above-par acting and effects. They take what they have and they run with it. So I always end these things with who this is for. I mean, who's going to take this and say, this is my film, I want to watch it every year? So let's talk about that. I think people who love Christmas horror films will like this. I think that even people who are into that regular Christmas horror films, so long as they're okay with mid-budget ones. I mean, if they have to have all the spectacular effects, no. But if you are just into regular Christmas horror, yeah, I think you'll be fine. I think people who are interested in dark Christmas lore will like this. I think people who love those kind of dark lore, these little deep cuts into things and stories, will love this film. I think they will enjoy this film. And then finally, I think people who love Legend Hunter films will love this. You still get a lot of that feel to it, a lot of that vibe, and there's no mistaking the vibe and the joy that you get from one of these films. Well, that's it for the season. I guess we're going to go back to the normal fare. I usually only watch Christmas horror during Christmas time. So unless somebody forces it on me, like one of the discussion groups I have. I never get in the mood for it otherwise. But I do think that this one is going to be in my rotation for every year, or maybe every other year. Well, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this. If you will subscribe, that would be wonderful. If you could like the video, that would be even more wonderful. And share, because that is the peak right there. Sharing the video is the peak because it helps get me to you, the viewers out there, so I can tell all of you about the wonders of films like this. I mean, some people just don't know. I mean, people will like small budget films. They like something like Video Violence, but they haven't heard of something like, Santa Crawls or, Down the Chimney with a Shotgun. It's just kind of sad. So I want y'all to look at this and share the love. Let people know there are some amazing things out there in the micro-budget world. Merry Christmas. Unto all, a good night.
SeptumSin versus the world. It's that place for all the boys and girls. You'll feel real safe, you'll feel real warm. It's a cozy place to ride out the storm. SeptumSin. SeptumSin and his best boy Jake see the trends that scare us every day. Physical media is going to the side. Doctor streaming will rule the world.